Range bags come in all different sizes for all different purposes. Today we're going to talk about a personal range bag, and we're going to look at some of the contents that you might want to keep in that personal range bag. As an example, we're going to be using my personal range bag, so stick around. Welcome back to CloverTac, friends. I'm Chris Dover, and today we're going to be taking a look at range bags, in particular personal or special use range bags. Today we're going to talk about a personal range bag, and the range bags that I like to use for special purposes and things comes from a company named G4, and this bag runs somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 bucks. They're really economically priced. They hold up really good. The canvas and whatnot on them is pretty heavy duty, and they come in a variety of colors. I own 3 particular ones, as you've seen in the intro. My personal is the tan. This is a jungle digi camo. I use this one to carry around my camera gear when I go off site, and I have a black one that I use as a med kit. My wife has one in pink camo that is for her camera gear and stuff like that. And you can see right off the bat, it's got the standard features that you would want in any type of a range bag. It's got MOLLE straps on the front and on both sides. It's got your Velcro at the top. It is a over-the-shoulder bag, and it can be actually switched. If you can tell from right here, it can be switched from right shoulder to left shoulder really easy. It's got a pocket back in behind it that you could use for whatever. MOLLE straps again on the top, and it's got basically 3 pockets, or 3 zippered pockets. It's got this small one up front. It's got a medium-sized one in the middle that also has a little pocket inside it, and then internally on the big area there, you have 2 pockets on either side on the inside of this. So a lot of room and a lot of pockets and a lot of options to get your gear situated in this little bag. And here we are. I've got everything out of my range bag here and on the table, and we'll start with just some basic stuff. This is the screwdriver. If you watched my toolbox video, obviously that is the same Klein screwdriver in that video. I told you guys that I own many of these and use them all the time, and so that obviously made it into my bag. I carry a knife. It's not my everyday carry that's on me, but I do have an extra knife in there. It is just a little cheap assisted open, knife. Nothing special. Got my little bolt action bullet pen. Everybody needs a pen, of course. And a Sharpie. Gotta have a Sharpie. Gotta have a flashlight. This is a wand, an LED wand. Don't want to get it up into the camera and blind you too much, but it was one of those little lights that's at the checkout counter at the sporting goods store, basically. Some other basic items, I guess, would be right here. These are just some shop rags rolled up. No big deal. Now, as far as special things go and things that I really think you need, we'll start off right here, and that's with a little first aid kit. I think I got this one at CVS. Of course, I've added things to it, which I highly recommend. If we open it up, you'll see as soon as things quit falling out of it. I've got rubber gloves in here. I've got steri strips I've added. I've got some medications that I've added. and I've got a pair of scissors, fold-up scissors over here that I have added. Of course, if you just buy this little kit and throw it in there, you know, at least it's something. It's better than nothing. Always need some type of a med kit in your bag. This little Bushmaster cleaning kit, and I believe these are about $40. They're not gravely cheap, but they're pretty awesome because they're the squeegee style. Work off of a cable system here, and they've got little rods that you can use. Of course, I've got my 22 caliber bore snake off in here too. There's plenty of room in this bag for that. And then you've got these little bottles. Now when these get empty, you can actually fill them with, you know, your own brand of whatever you want. And it's a good little compact kit that will do multiple caliber cleaning. I've got pretty much all the calibers that I normally go to the range with are in that bag. And then oil for just quick lubrication. I use the Winchester 44 gun oil. This is a nice little bottle. Doesn't take up a lot of space. So just for, you know, like quick lubrication on the rails of our buck marks or something like that. My rangefinder, which is it's a Halo. It's a Wild Game Innovations Halo. 400 yard. I believe it's a 400 yard rangefinder. I'm not real sure this was a present, so I'm not real sure if they even make this anymore or the cost of it. Real Avid, the Real Avid gun tool, and Real Avid makes several tools. This is basically their shotgun tool. I carry this because I like the choke tool on it. It's really handy. But it's also got screwdriver bits in there. It's got a knife blade. It's got Torx bits. All kinds of cool little things in a nice little compact package. So that's handy to have. I've got a Gerber multi-tool here. This is a slide out model. This one is very old. My wife got me this one for Christmas or my birthday many years ago, and that's one of the reasons that I keep it around. They still make a slide out version nowadays, but I don't like it compared to this older version, which you'll see. It's got all the different tools in it, of course. And then I've got a newer model Gerber multi-tool that I carry. This you probably seen on a molly strap on the side. This is the fold out kind, which gives you a little more torque. It's got some cooler tools in it than the older model. So just an upgraded version. Notice it's spring loaded there. It's a nice little multi-tool. And for unique screws, things like that, this little wheeler set. It's a gunsmithing set. It's not too terribly expensive, $15 or so, I believe, most places. And if you get out and you're messing with a scope, or you know, something like that, then you've got your wide blades if you're talking about a scope mount or a rail, and then you've got, of course, Torx, and they're pretty common sizes. But there's also some room in this case, you'll notice, so you can put some extra bits in here as well if there's some type of a specialty bit that you need. In my case, there's not, but. And finally, let's talk about safety gear, and I am a big time user of Radians products, and I use these Radians earplugs. They're the little jelly type. Got some gunpowder or something on them from reloading. So I use those. I keep these when not in use in this little case. I bought this little case here at Walmart to house my additional lenses for my shooting glasses. My shooting glasses are, let me get them out here. I'm just using this is an old Under Armour bag from a pair of shades I had, sunshades I had once upon a time, and that's what I keep my glasses in. And if you followed the channel, you've seen my video on these. They're the Radians Shift glasses. These are, I don't know, 60 or 70 bucks. Absolutely worth every penny. They're awesome. They're awesome because of the different lenses that you get and the ease of changing them out. But as you can see, the storage is an issue. I don't want to put the lenses just in this bag. I want them to be protected a little better, and so that's why I purchased this little case to keep the extra lenses and my hearing protection in, and it still fits in my range bag really well. So there you go, guys. There is the contents of my personal range bag and the bag I use for that. And hopefully that gives some of you thinking about creating a smaller personal range bag, some ideas of, what you can use, the contents that you would put in that bag. Now, for some of the items here, I will link those down in the description for you. Make it a little easier for you to find those products, look up some of the specs and things like that. If you have some different items that you use in your range bag, or you use a different bag for, as a smaller personal range bag, by all means, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Heck, you may have something in there that sparks my interest, or reminds me that, oh crap, I don't have that and I really need it. So it's one of those cases where you might be able to help me out just a little bit here. And with that, I appreciate you guys watching as always, and do not forget to chain fire freedom. Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. If you think we're doing a good job here on CloverTac, don't forget to subscribe. And if you would like to support us, you can do so by going to CloverTac.com and shopping with one of our awesome affiliates or sponsors.